Evening all, how are we doing? Bit of an abrupt shift there, sorry I'm late. Had a whole bunch of stuff to attend to during the intro there. We're here now, something like that. Anyway, at least I think I am, I seem to be. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday, hope we're all having a good day. Okay. Right, sorry, just looking for the cat. He did herself a little injury earlier. She's okay though. Keeping an eye on, and she's left the room for the first time since she did. She was distinctly like looking for some attention in the follow-up. Not that I blame her. As far as I can tell, the cat's equivalent of stubbing one's toe. She was not very happy, but it should be right. I had to run out and get my bit in, as one, you know, does. Weirdly, somebody threw biscuits over my back fence. Weird people. Not just like random individual cookies, like actually individually packaged quite large biscuits. It was very weird. What are you going to do, I suppose? I'm going to glare at my computer until Oblivion loads up. It is loading up. Ooh. About Oblivion getting, not Oblivion, Enshrouded getting a major update there. Interesting. Just waiting for Oblivion to launch, and it's, oh, I think we may have something vaguely resembling life now. Where's my phone making noise? I thought it should be on silent. It should be on silent, it is not on silent. Just going to reply to that later. Right then. Evening 12, how's it going? Right, we'll get there eventually. OBS is going to have a little minute because it's not used to this whole business of me having to use different capture methods. There we go. It's alright. Let's roll. It's a bit much for you tonight. It's warm here. It's not too bad. I've been shorts and t-shirts, so that speaks volumes, but at the same time, I'm not melting. A bit warm for the kitty cat, I think. She does have an immensely large fur coat. So, you know. Anyway, we are all the way up here. At Serpent's Trail. I've got everything right, good. Yeah, we made our way over from Dragonclaw Rock to Serpent's Trail, and actually we're not there. We're actually somewhere up here, really, but, you know, whatever. In Pale Pass, and we're going to, what quest are we doing? Lifting the Veil. We are looking for something called a Mad Stone. Something mad, there's another word to it, but I forgot what it is. It was an old Akaviri artifact that the Countess of Baruma wants, and I feel like asking for something that's called a Mad Stone is a poor choice, really. But she collects Akaviri stuff, and she wants it for her collection. And she sent us into this old Akaviri, ooh, interesting, fort that was long abandoned and lost. And, yeah, it took us a while to get here last night, but we're here now, so this looks cool. Oh, I've also dropped my DLS settings to, like, the absolute lowest quality, so maximum level of upscaling, effectively, so that hopefully it'll run better. I'm hoping things will be a bit smoother. I'm not noticing massive visual differences, so that's good. If it runs a bit smoother, that'll be worth it, won't it? Evening, Steve. Lamb korma, not too bad. Onion bargies. I'm down for the onion bargies, not a big korma fan myself. So, the ruins appear to be infested with undead Akaviri. You don't know how long they've been here, but I should proceed with caution and locate the commander of the fort who is said to possess the Draconian Madstone. Let me guess, he'll be at the back. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, maybe not then. Okay, touche. Pay for my impatience, but they look quite cool, these skellies. Could not get that shield up fast enough. Down you go, buddy. Ruined Akaviri katana worth fickle. Ruined Akaviri shield worth about the same amount. Weighs 20 worth nothing, so I guess we're not taking that, are we? It's not terribly surprising, but a little disappointing. You know what I miss? The lantern mod from Skyrim. That's what I miss right now. Interesting. That opened before I did anything. It's got a very undead vibe to it, this place. This is cool. Oh, fuck. I swear blind those weren't actually there invisible. Hopefully this will slow down the approach of any adversary. Oh. Nah, just got started. We walked in a door and down a straight corridor. That's my second enemy that I've bonked on the head. Definitely not very far at all. Nice. Another one. I do like the texture on this lock mechanism. Yeah, well, this morning I ran back to Bruma and got rid of some stuff I was carrying and got my gear repaired and all that stuff, but I did that off stream, so, you know, I had a rather busy day. I might need to blow my nose in a minute. Do you like the skellies in this game? Draugr and Skyrim, obviously, and they're quite cool. Got that vibe and all. But, these guys have just got something about them in an old school fantasy kind of a way. We got in here. Getting a feel for that now. Just definitely oh, scales of the serpents that way, okay. Yeah, it's a bit odd that I'd be getting the feel for it, or maybe entirely typical, depending on how you look at it. that I would get the feel for it just after I level a bunch of alteration skill, but anyway. Oh, come on. Bethesda, for the love of hit reg, come on. Dear me. Okay, that one's on me. I'm glad my primary focus at the minute is up in my stamina, because, oh lordy, do I need to do that. What have we got down here then? Yep, a little extra help doesn't hurt. Pull some of the aggro off me. I assume, well, style will kind of bear this out as well, but it's clearly not a Akaviri fortress. Obviously a Cyrodilic one that was taken over. And the location of it was forgotten. I mean, it's good as a hideout, but it's not really great as a military fortress, given that your ability to move troops to and from it are very limited. It's a very narrow tunnel to get here. Graininess? Ah, it's not grainy. It's fine. It's just a bit dark and dingy. This isn't my screen anyway. There is a bit of film grain to it, but not much. Some of that is just the spookiness of the location as well. Just some of it might be my over-sharpening things a touch as well. Which I think I have chosen to do, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look grainy to me. And I have new glasses. It is dingy, I know that though. Oh! Just missed me. Interesting. Well, gotta get the rhythm. Ah! He says screwing it up. There we go. Carefully and deliberately done. Right, we'll stay on here then. That one seems to do some kind of additional damage, which I guess was just blood splatter from the look of things. I know these are katanas, not scimitars or cutlasses or anything, but these guys give me really distinct Sinbad vibes. I'm definitely lucky. No two ways about that. Wings of the serpent, huh? Well, there's another area of it to explore. At least one area. Let's check there's no more traps over there. I think we came down here, it was a dead end, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, ooh, a couple of dudes, huh? You took out my scamp, huh? Oh, I guess his head came off. On we go into the darkness. Two different doors take me to the same place, apparently. Him. Part of me is missing having shouts available at the moment. Oops, didn't really want to pick that up. Although, I do hope that they do not include shouts in TES 6 or some version of it, because they basically did include them in Starfield, and I was annoyed when they did. I blatantly had my shield up in plenty of time, and he's lifted his light shield, presumably. Faster than I can get my heavy one up. Huh. Interesting. Scales. Eyes. Eyes. The eyes, I think, are where I came from. Why is it I can see those ones, but not the other ones? Oh, now I see him. Not there. This way. Not that way. Not that way. This way. This way. This way. Seem to be on motion sensors. The scamp's finally chipping in. Okay. Sticky smooth and slightly hindered by the fact that he was taking pictures, but anyway. Sword singing is part of Redguard lore. Assuming it is set in Hammerfell, of course, which is unconfirmed at this point. That seems pretty likely. Shouting with swords. Well, we'll see how it pans out. I don't know a lot about it. I might have to... Yeah, they put the powers in Starfield, and I've got to say, they really felt kind of out of place and one of the weaker parts of the game, in my view. I barely used them. At least of all because it tended to aggro everybody in the area and piss off your companions all too often. And yeah, I would distinctly like to see them not do that and go to a more Oblivion-esque style and not have stupid powers. Weirdly, I'm okay with magic though. Venom of the Serpent. Scales, eyes, scales, eyes. I feel like scales were the first area, and I'm guessing that's down on the lower bit. Oh. Yeah, looks like it. Well, we'll go this way and see what happens. As soon as this guy's going to want to pick a fight. Apparently he's down for talking first.
You have made a long and perilous journey, but there is no time to rest. The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies have dwindled. We have awaited your arrival. Tell us, what news do you bring from Akavir?
So this will be based on the fact that I found that tablet. I'm from the army of Rayman. I'm here for the Mad Zone. Here are your orders. Okay.
Well done, soldier. Your mission is complete, and you have my thanks. Now we may rest. Long live the Akavir.
After seeing the orders, the commander vanished. The ruins are now silent and at peace. After so many years, Akaviri's final mission has been completed. I should proceed ahead and search for the Mad Stone. Ha ha ha. Treasure chamber. I kind of knew I'd fuck that. All for 26 gold. Ooh, and a hard chest. The Draconian Madstone. This better be worth it. Yes, got it. Well, it's not worth it though. Okay, back to the scales of the serpent. I'm guessing it's going to take me out right back where I was early on. Not quite what I was expecting. Spiky bit down there. Have a torch up now. I shouldn't need to not have one. Just shouldn't need my shield. There's faint whispering in the dark and it's creepy as fuck. I think this. I think I know where I am. Yeah, in that lower level, in case I fell off the bridge, this is the way to get back. I see. Interesting. The interesting. What's the new Elder Scrolls need? Parkour for thief classes, marathon run for fighter endurance, co-op, camera mode. Fighter mode is an absolute must, essential, cannot do without thing, for sure. Major update to the quality of the combat. I'd love to see them really kind of embrace more sort of realistic combat. Base building. It's like more like Fallout 4-ish than some of their other efforts recently. Ow! Dude. Definitely not frickin' shouts. You can live without that, please and thank you. Yeah, something cool and new. Bit of fluff in my face. Ships would be cool. Like pirate ships, but if they do it... fake. If they do it, they've got the inevitable comparisons with like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and other games that have tried to do that, so they'd have to get it right. Spears would be good, yep, definitely. Definitely would like to see good spears. Being able to stab properly would be good, yeah. Don't know how they're going to have so much variation and variety and make it controller friendly there. But I'm terribly concerned, but... Still. Here we go. Mission accomplished. Xion's going to have his work cut out for him. He's got some stiff competition with the music. I assume he'll be doing it. He's up to the challenge, I'm sure, but he did, after all, do things like Dragon Age, and music, and that was amazing. Combo button attacks. Ooh, God, what's that? That is the cat that's under my feet. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Money Cat. Give me a heart attack there, baby girl. Okay. Hang on. One second.
good to see you.
It's you. Hi.
Ahem. I put my feet down, didn't realise that the cat was under my feet, and found her the hard way. There's no risk when she sits under my desk. Poor kitty cat got herself a bit of an injury earlier tonight. The current prevailing theory is that she, the feline equivalent of stubbing her toe and caught her claw in the carpet. She's limping a little bit. Seems to have hurt herself a bit. I want to keep an eye on her and see how she's doing, but she's not a happy kitty at the moment. And I just found her with my feet, so... Yeah. I thought she might be overly limping, but it seems she's not. I have indeed recovered it.
Possible. I mean, I had hoped... But to actually hold it in my hands... Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined it. Congratulations. I had a feeling you were the right person for the job. And it seems I owe you a reward.
Sure do.
This Aberration ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility and resistance to harmful magic. It's known as the Ring of the Viper Eye. I hope it serves you well in your future journeys.
Oh, nice. Regional specific gods. I might dive into some more regional religion to a certain degree. But this would be the time to do it, I think, if ever there was one. But be interesting to see where they go with the law. Probably forward in time again, I would think. But we'll see. Yeah. She's definitely a little bit unhappy, that kitty cat. Well.
The Madstone is finally mine. It's the pinnacle of my collection. Many thanks to you again.
Okay. I don't want to buy a house in town right now anyway, so...
Always on your side.
Let's have a look at this ring, shall we? Viper Eye, Fortified Agility, Resist Magic. What do I currently have equipped? I've got something else, haven't I? Nihilism, which also resists magic. I can have them both. Wonderful. A whole bunch of resist magic, which is not something I'm going to complain about.
Welcome back, my lord.
10 to 10 real, 100 years in the future. Well, they do generally move it on a few hundred years each time, don't they? Well, streaming is not helping the frames any, but seem to be doing a little better now that I've dipped the DLSS a little bit.
A pleasure to speak with you. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. You got a great deal there.
Oh, I'm not quite so sure about that, but anyway.
You've made a good bit of gold.
What do we got? Okay. Not too shabby.
A pleasure to serve you. Take care.
Should have got him to repair my stuff while I'm here, actually, shouldn't I? With a proper build system. Yeah, Skyrim's wasn't good, and Starfield's definitely wasn't either. Starfield's was not terribly surprising, given
Come to hammer and axe.
given that the NASA bunk theme, the space exploration thing, prefabs were the only thing that really made sense. They needed to give us a hell of a lot more options than they gave us. And variety and style and functionality, and same with furniture and things like that. They just didn't give us anywhere close to enough. Presumably relying somewhat on modders. And in large part, I suspect, because they put so much time and effort into the shipbuilding system, which was very cool, and far better as a way of setting up a player home. You're better off almost not bothering with a house at all. Maybe just some storage at the lodge, and then just living on your ship. Anything else is just kind of pointless, really. Yeah, that's my feeling. Anyway, repair my stuff, please.
I can't fix it. It ain't broke.
They didn't actually do much damage to me, didn't they? Okay, rumours for me.
Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Not that I've ever seen him myself, mind you.
I didn't see him either on the way through.
Tell me more. Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? Farewell.
Right. Like to see Push? I don't know if that would be appropriate. Ooh, that would be the DLSS kicking in, I think. I don't know if it would be like a cultural fit there, but have they actually added anything that's particularly new weapon-wise in a very long time? I think they have, so who knows?
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
Yeah, thanks. Got anything more useful to say? I assume this is the inn.
Hi there.
Enough. Ongar the World Weary. That name I recognise. Yes, certainly looks like it's a tavern.
Ongar, the world weary, they call me. I've been everywhere and done everything. Now I'm settled down for a good long rest.
Interesting.
Sirach is a good healer. He's a red guard, but you'd think he was a Nord the way he acts. Sirach is a good healer. He's a red guard. Goodbye. What can I do for you today?
I don't know. Shipbuilding definitely needed more options, but they had to make it work first, and I think that probably took them a very long time. But saying that, people built some amazing things, so, you know. The Kopesh exists as an ancient red guard weapon. Well, they might include it then.
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kavach, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion gate and saved the city?
Something like that, yeah.
The Countess is Heartland Nibanian, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen, but most others are as Nordish as you'll find. Good journey to you.
Sure, there are more quests and things to do around here, but there's not a lot coming up. Yeah, I definitely think they need to take it a different direction to they did with the Starfield. Maybe commit more resources to the base building than they did last time, but... I assume there'll be a Mages Guild here. I know there is. Fighters Guild, I don't think... you know, I need to go to Anvil's Fighters Guild. I need to go somewhere else as well. I think Shadenhall was the other one, but I'll have to see. Interesting gear you guys got. Want to, you know, give that to me? Bump Gragash. Okay. Nothing interesting there. Well, she might have a rumour, actually.
What do you want? Frostcrag Spire has been uninhabited for so long. They say it was as wondrous as the Arcane University itself. You too.
Hello.
Right wind.
What can I do for you?
I'll hold your wind until I'm done chatting. Nothing, apparently. Handbill, huh? Ooh, some ebony stuff. I knew I wasn't going to get that one. Rhythm just was not settling in there. Gotcha. Replica, ceremonial gauntlets, ceremonial shield, yep. I had hoped, but Nordiculture was fine. It's not supposed to resemble the real world too much. That would be weird. It's too close. Well, nobody wants to talk to me anyway, so... Interesting to see what happens. The outcome of the conflict with the Ultima will probably determine just how, well, I'll say it'll determine just how much Imperial influence there is, but I think the Imperial influence will remain, just the nature of it might change a bit if the Ultima win.
Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
I thought that's what you meant, Emily, and I'm pretty damn sure they did it fine. It's their world, after all. So, you know, whatever they say it is exactly what it is. Let's do that first. Cool.
Goodness, what can... Sure, that's cute. Blah, blah. You're wasting your breath.
Right.
Good one. Blah, blah, blah. Goodness, what can I say? You're wasting your breath.
Screwed that up a little bit.
No, you do me too much honor. Yeah, I get it. You're full of it. You're wasting your breath. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Yeah, I get it. Oh, you're
That
full
went
of
alright. But I can do that.
No, you do me too much. You're wasting... You're full of it. Yeah, I get it. That's pretty good.
Is
Is that so? Really, blah, 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 what a bore.
Right.
Good one. You can't scare me. Really, don't make me laugh.
Hey, oh well. Yeah, we didn't know. Right, tell me about the Arcane
Why, all
University.
The important people in the guild are there. Archmage Traven lives there, in the tower. It's a fabulous place. You really should see it someday. I've been there many times myself. The Imperial City just wouldn't be the same without it. Maybe someday, if you know the right people, you might get a chance to see it.
One of those, eh? You've got a weird... I mean, a lot of people have particularly weird mouths in these games, but I think that was always the case in the old one as well, and they've kind of kept it over to the new look, which is cool, but also still slightly jarring.
You know what it's like. Make lots of friends and look busy. Same as anywhere.
Yeah, slightly different meanings there, Steve. Yeah, not too bad, thanks, now.
Guild members who have access to the university can craft their own spells, not to mention chat with the most important people in the guild.
Rumours?
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always... A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, Associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Tell me if this Jaskar.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
So if I can do what you can't and let you profit by it, then I will
Please come find me. Any luck
benefit
find
from the recommendation. Right, and she won't
Please
sell
come
anything
find
right
me
now.
as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Volinar, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all.
I like his robes. His clothes. Tell me about Briba.
It's a little too rugged up here for me. Add a couple hairs to a Nord, and you've got a bear.
Charming. Mage's Guild.
It's a shame that Selena doesn't join in our fun, but she takes her role as an alchemist very seriously.
This lady?
If you need supplies, she's the one to see.
Rumours.
Things in the guild have been... You
Jaskar.
want to find Jaskar?
Yes.
All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first.
I suppose I don't rip that
whatever
tash off your
You
face.
can't tell Jean about it, all right?
Right.
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
To me about Jean.
With all due respect to our wonderful
Oh, Jean.
leader,
How are we saying it?
she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position, and there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation.
I see. What's this prank you've got in mind?
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
We'll see.
Bring me Jean.
Okay. Let's see if we can
Tell me more.
charm him a little bit. Okay, because we're already in good mood. No, I did not mention it, Emmy. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Have a look at
Spells.
my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
What's he got? Hmm. You need... Well, I'm going to grab that just in case I want it. Summon Dremora Lord. Wouldn't mind that. Can't cast it right now. It's expensive, but it'll be good to have in the bag for when I need it. Doesn't have any other... Oh, it does have Bound Sword, though. I don't have enough magic for that either. It is tempting, though.
I appreciate your business.
Right.
Let me know when you're done with that little task.
My name is Selena Arania. I'm a Mages Guild journeyman.
Let's her up a bit.
more.
I cannot. Any rumours?
Half of the Council of Mages.
Never mind.
I suppose I like her well enough. It's a shame she doesn't know more about her craft, though. Still, I don't quite think she deserves the hard time the others give her.
No,
Good luck with your field work for Sindarian.
Nothing interesting out there.
Look.
Just go.
I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Valinara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them.
Fair enough.
Well, sometimes I feel we're not welcome here. The Nords don't like Heartlanders very much.
Well, you don't exactly ingratiate yourselves, do you?
Have a look around. You won't
Yes.
find better prices in all Tamriel.
Nothing I really want, I don't think. Don't got anything else to get rid of either. Ew.
Let's
Spells?
do business.
Dominate humanoid. Ooh, that could be quite useful. Life section, wound, flashbolt, foot by health. I could definitely use that. Just grasp, spell reflection. A whole bunch of stuff I wouldn't mind here. Heal major wounds, skill 2 low. Yeah, I'll buy it. Useful to have. Soul trap also useful to have in the back pocket. Summon Daedra. Okay, I'll have that as well. And shield himself. Spell reflection. Okay, there's a couple of good bits there. It's got to be a few
I
pennies.
appreciate your business.
Learn a
Aye.
few spells for my trouble. And I can go take a little nap and level up. Something about her room was upstairs, wasn't it? So we're shifting down here. Living quarters, okay. Well, let's see what's over the other side. Storage. Larder than the storage, really. Yeah, mingling might help a little and all. I thought they might all be novice ones. Interesting. Works for me. Life isn't over. You still get smarter or cleverer or more experienced or meaner. Your body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. Okay. Yeah, know that feeling. Nords in the background, Julianus, did they? Oh, God, did they name the same way? You again, you weirdo. I mean, it's temples to, or at least shrines to all the gods all over Skyrim, so... How much of that is choice and how much is the influence of the Empire is an open question. They do tend to refer to 9 divines though, even if they're not particularly interested in one of them. But then again, I just get the vibe that different people just find themselves to be a bit closer to different gods. Hang on a minute, I see the guy. I see him. Who is he?
Go away. You'll ruin everything. Go away. You'll ruin everything.
Bloody kitty cat.
Have you pulled that little prank yet? You've got Jean's book, I see.
Yeah.
All right then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me here in the living quarters, just after 10 p.m.
I got a bad feeling about this. That slider is not the best.
Ready to find Jaskar?
Tell me about him.
Just watch. You'll see. Well met. She won't figure this out for weeks. Ah, it's times like this. It was a good idea, wasn't it? I wonder how long she'll spend trying to be seeing you.
See, so he just nicked it so she'd spend ages looking
Hello
for it.
there. I hear you've been looking for me. Please, don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just get tired of Jane
Handsome kitty cat.
position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway. So, you can tell her you found me. Finding ways to confuse her just never gets old for me. It's good practice of our skills, too. But it's mostly just funny.
Yeah, she's a bit of an arse, isn't he?
There's not much to do here in the Bruma Guild. If you can get to the Arcane University, though, they let you make your own spells there. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I'll have to start thinking up something new to try. Sounds like the Skingrad branch of the guild can't even keep track of its members.
Already helped them. Helped the Skingrad one, helped Coral, now helped Bruma. It's the middle of the night, she's probably in bed, isn't she? So, up here, I guess. Yep, looks like. I don't know why I felt the need to close the door, I'm not robbing her.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
Got him.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good.
You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that.
You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out. You too. Good day.
She's selling anything now?
Bye.
No. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Alright, so that was relatively simple. Now then. So I think the play I don't think there's any advantage to sleeping over waiting, is there? That'll be 520, that'll leave for me. Yeah, but then again, it's not a universal thing in me. Plenty of them that are into magic. Well, some of them anyway. Not plenty, perhaps. There's a few. Did I check out the cave that's covered between Coral and Bruma and Scotty Martin? No, I have not been along there yet. We could go and look into that ghost that's supposed to be along there, perhaps. Perhaps. This is the stuff I don't really get because I don't read all the lore books. Which, I love that they're there, but they're just a bit much. Roll Mountains, that's the one. Yeah, don't know much about the caves down there, but Wayne and Prairie Horse, Paint Horse, Wayne and Prairie Horse. They just abandoned the horse that's there, I see. It was my horse. Should be here. There we go. Dive into the lore. Fair enough. So, finding it interesting and all, just too bloody much of it in a way. At least for me to be diving into all the time. Some people like reading a lot of these books though. But bless them, they're not always the most interesting books. Jog along the road and see if we can find the ghost that wanders out here at night on occasion. I say that we ran through here at night with Martin and did not see any sign of a ghost. That may have been because we had that quest active. It may have been disabled. Like a particular part of a quest active. Not much sign of a ghost at the moment. Failing that, we'll head off towards Shaden Hall, I think. Because I definitely do have quests to do there that I know of, top of my head. Remember, it's a bit better now that I've tweaked the DLSS settings. Actually, it's noticeably better and it's a lot more stable. Not quite ideal, but, you know, do what we gotta do. Yeah, the breadth of it is very impressive. They put a lot of amazing stuff together over the years. The lore in the Elder Scrolls series. It's a bit just too much for me to dive into, though. So then, I don't know. We'll sit and read books generally, especially as long as the ones they put in these games, which is impressive. They need to be more engaging than they are. For me, at least. Well, I don't know where this ghostly figure is supposed to be, but I don't see any sign of him. Towards the south, apparently. The road. Which makes sense. Heading that way now. We've kind of zigzagged northward for a while. I don't know what's occurring here, but I'm curious, I know that. Bandit bowman and a minotaur. Oi! Stop beating up my horse! It. Of that. Of those. Some nice bits there. Ebony dagger. It's quite nice. Matches my armor, which makes me think it's meant to look like ebony, which is interesting. Couldn't sell that. Interesting. Probably worth too much, yeah. Quite cool looking. Medium circle, alright. Well, like I say, the rumours have been saying on the road from Bruma to Coral, there's the ghost of some lord to be found. I sure don't see one at night, anyway. Definitely not the fast way to go where well, actually probably is the fast way to go as fast anyway. Maybe a little slower. We'll see whether or not we stumble across them along the way. But we're going to ride off in the direction of Shaden Hall, I think. I do need to stop at Ayleswell, which will be a bit of a detour that way. But not a terrible one. Interesting. Yeah. Being able to pick herbs from horseback, that would also be a good thing. Yeah, I'm sure the lower around minotaurs could get quite interesting. Again, I'd have to find some. And I'm not too inclined to delve into the wiki on these things either. Thick Spriggan is thick. See? Made the Spriggans thick too. Was Virtuos part of the Knights of the Nine Cross Line? Oh, that's why I can't find him. Okay. Now then. Now then, I've got a plan, kind of. I shall pursue that another time, then. Yeah, I rather thought there might be a book, but I'd have to come across it first. Obviously. This is probably as good a time to turn around and head south. Southeast, so I'm going to find. I'll just make my way over and hopefully find my way to the other road. This would seem promising, I think. It's Imperial City, anyway. Does this look rather like the road to Ayleswell? There we go. Went a little bit further west than I wanted to, but that's fine. I was kind of hoping to come out somewhere over here. Oh, will-o'-wisp. Sure looks like it. Yeah. What's a random sheep on the road there? No, it is now 5 AM. Okay. Mirror of Real Life Academia. Yes. Got to admit, not being able to get the shit I needed was one of the most frustrating things I found when I was at uni. Most of all because I knew it existed, I just couldn't get access to it. It was decidedly irritating, that. Not too bad, then, Berserker. It's been a long one, but productive. Bits and pieces this morning, did some stuff like updating mods and things and such for this game, and fixed a couple of other issues. Right, yeah, on we go. Made a video this afternoon. Did a couple of other bits and pieces. Yeah. Decent day, all in all. In case you missed it, by the way, then one of those videos I made was about the latest spate of news that's come out over the last 4 or 5 days regarding the Fallout TV show. Plus, there's been a whole bundle of it. Arm's a bit sore. I feel like these guys are not going to like me very much, but yep, thought as much. Marauders in some really nice looking gear. Need to look up how to take advantage of the dodge mechanic in this game at some point. Don't know if I've got my agility there yet, but... You fucking bet I want to check out your stuff. An Elven Claymore. Okay. Open combat. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks. Quartz for the order gives me 10. Ebony would give me 12. Looks pretty badass too. It's also worth shite, so bye. Actually, you know what? Somebody shot me. Somebody who... Oh, no, it was a Minotaur who hit me. I definitely saw some more marauders. Assassin.
Take that! I find mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Nice swing. This guy gets his shield up so bloody slowly, it's fucking irritating. Otherwise I just stand there and wait for her to swing eventually, which is a bit boring. I suppose I'd just take the hit, but Snorkish Quiros, huh? Interesting. Here's some good looking armor, isn't it? You say Marauder, I say equipment down. Yeah, exactly. No, that's the right idea. Ooh, look how actually kind of somewhat realistic the lighting looks. The Orcish one. I actually prefer the ebony myself. I don't really like the helmet on this. I like everything apart from the wings, actually. Where was the Orcish one? It reminds me of a lot of the first stuff from Skyrim. There's some Lamaliad stuff going on around here. It's got an interesting mix of flavours. A little bit of Greek, a little bit of sort of Japanese, Chinese, that sort of vibe. Japanese, really. A little bit of Nordic in some ways and stuff with the fur and things. Roll my ass up this hill and look at that. Mongolian, there's definitely some Mongolian vibes there. What's the man to do? Bloody Minotaur snuck up behind and beat my horse to death. And then came up behind and beat on the back of me. Bastard. Ah. Fuck. Yeah, believe me, I am reloaded. This time, I shall not be so unfortunate. Rest in peace, Armored Black Horse, who didn't have an actual name, will be missed. Just exactly. And shortly resurrected. E+1 indeed. Well, my horned friend, I don't care how rough you've had it. You murdered my horse! Ow. Sweet bloody vengeance, which I kind of already had last time. That's not the point. There's another one after me, horse! For the love of God, leave my horse alone! You don't get the Scottish letter? Well, it's an old channel tradition. There is a certain letter that many would apply in such a situation, which we do not speak its name, much like the Scottish play, lest it bring bad fortune. Down you go. Open longsword this time. Yeah. If the game doesn't crash, I generally get jinxed in some other way, you know. Ooh, same quality. See, the blade looks not so good. Weight's the same. The guard looks a little better. A little better. There's still some backward-facing pointy bits that are a bit problematic, but not as problematic. I'll stick with longsword of the order, though. Where did I slay thy friend? I kind of wish... Where's the... No. See if this actually will work. Interesting. It is true that it does not. Okay. What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. Oh, it's gone out of my head. Yeah, come back. Or it won't. One or the other. Yeah, interestingly, the horse whistle mod that I have does not work for horses armoured with the DLC armour. Only with the base game armour. Like the new ones from the 2 new quests. If I change the armour on the horse, then the horse whistle mod will work, apparently. Weirdly. Very pretty. Even with the lowest tier of the LSS on, this game still looks gorgeous. And it's running better than it was before, so... See in. Marked well of some kind, okay. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm still over-encumbered. Wonderful. Was every bit as helpful as I thought it was going to be. I have a feeling this might be worth a picture. Give it a tick through when it comes to graphics. Yeah. Especially with the rate of diminishing returns. I think this game looks fantastic though, so... Oh, that's something interesting and slightly floaty up there. More aided ruins. Quite magnificent in the morning sun. Always time for photo-ops, yeah, absolutely. Especially when I need thumbnails. Now, as I have said many occasions, you put all this time and effort into making your game look pretty, and then don't put a photo mode in it. The fuck, man? Or at least an option to hide the HUD, you know? Ah. roll my way forward a little bit more. I think I just leveled something up. Goblins. Too much sugar? Nah. I mean, I really should curtail the amount that I'm consuming, really. High graphic settings, lowest DLSS settings, and that's what we're getting for the textures. That'll do. That'll do nicely, I think. Rub my face in a horse. See? I mean, fur could be a little bit more detailed, but hey. Unless you stick your nose in it, you won't really notice. How doing, Paddy? Alright? Oh, it's the registration hole, is it? Okay, well, I'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Suppose it is. Amount of time it took them to make it pretty much of at the time. Maybe. There's definitely a lot of people who said, "What the hell, man? It was a photo mode." So it does seem likely that they will add one later. How did I get the armor that I'm using now? I whacked a dude for it. The traditional gamer's approach, you know? A marauder specifically. Seem okay, buddy? Fine, whatever. Here it makes the dream work. Give up soft drinks except as a very rare treat. So, alcohol only then. Mission understood and acknowledged there, MB. You don't need to tell me twice. That is a pretty fucking view. In fact, it's so pretty. I'm going to do a thing, which is probably not really the play, but you know. But jokes aside, like basically the only, I mean, it's not a lot better, is it? It's a little bit. The only sugary drinks I actually consume are not even that sugary. I don't even think there is any sugar in them. There's this stuff. There's really not much in it. Like Coke and Pepsi and shit like that. And lemonade and what have you. Nah, just don't really like it. So don't drink it. Yeah, alcohol and unhealthy snacks and things like that. What I need to cut out. But damn it, they taste so good. I got the order armor off an NPC marauder. No, I didn't. I got that off a monk guy just outside of Kvatch. But this is not the order armor. The helmet is, the sword is, the shield is, and the legs are. But the actual chest piece is ebony armor. This is order armor on my horse. And that we get from the stables outside the Imperial City. Supposed to try and get a shading hole, but this is basically just a photography field trip at the moment. Ooh, we got some lag there. Loading lag more than anything else, I think. Mud crabs I'm not particularly terrified by. Right, pushing on. Gonna get back to the road and I don't get too terribly lost, hopefully. He says. This looks like the road. Look at this. Shading hole's just over there, hidden by the trees. And the lod. No problem, Empire.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Gonna leave that guy. He's gonna get away with it for today. I don't know who he is or what his deal is, but... Oh, pretty trees. But I'll leave him to it because I'm already cucumbered, so... Here we go, shading hole. Gonna get a decent picture of that ammo. I might get a decent picture of the stables though. Nah, not really. Nice. We now crawl our way in search of some kind of merchant. Inch by inch by inch by inch. But we've got at least 3 quests to do here, so I know off the top of my head, so.
Something I can help you with.
No fellow called Reynald Germain.
Reynald Germain? No. Don't know anyone by that name. There's a Gilbert Germain in town, however. Maybe he can help you. He's staying over at the Newlands Lodge, but you also might find him walking around town. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy. That was actually helpful. Ooh, it was some weird loading in, mostly down to the reshade, I suspect. Newlands Lodge, well, it's right there.
How can I help?
And there's an inn. Chedenhall always was the best looking city. It's got to be said. Fortunately, there's a shop just inside the door.
Hello.
Keld of the Isles, who are you?
Keld of the Isles, guardian of the Fighters Guild. And how did I achieve that high rank, you ask? Patience, caution. Slow and steady wins the race, my father always said. Careless fighters get one last white shirt and a box. Not me.
He's got a point. Tell me of Shadenhall.
I settled down here. Nice place. Little slow, but it suits me. Burrs grow kosh as a bear sometimes, but I got thick skin. Doesn't bother me.
Rumors?
That Gruyan Garana is really full of herself. She'll talk your ear off if you let her.
Interesting.
Bye.
The general definitely needs to be better and have ability to keep track of rumors and things.
We've got everything the adventurer needs. I'm an old adventurer myself, and I know what's wanted.
Fair enough. How long do you think it'll be until the Elder Scrolls gets your show, and how long do you think it'll cover the games? I don't expect we'll see an Elder Scrolls show, to be honest. Producing fantasy is exceedingly difficult, and anything you produce is going to be held up next to things like Game of Thrones, so it's not an appetizing prospect at the moment. I think we will see a decline in fantasy shows in general over the next little while. Especially given the last couple of efforts, Lord of the Rings and what was the other one? Wheel of Time in particular, have not been particularly well received. I'm guessing we won't see massive amounts of investment in that sort of thing for a while. I think we're on a downslope there rather than upslope. The other thing is, Todd Howard was asked that very question when Season 1 was released of Fallout. And he basically said, don't have any plans for it, don't expect to have any plans for it, in short. And he's the one who'll get to make most of that decision, I think. So he did with Fallout.
I'm retired from adventuring, but you might try the old mine they call Rickety Mine out east along the Blue Road. Another possibility in that direction might be Kemen. It's an old Alien ruin. You might also look at Quickwater Cave to the north. I cleared it out, but I haven't been there in years. It might have new tenants.
Interesting.
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Oh, best not to go there.
Also interesting.
Yes?
Persuasion. So, doesn't like admiring. Or jokes. She's okay with boasting and coercion. Okay.
Remarkable. Sorry, I don't get it. Don't talk such... I accept. I have no choice.
Which doesn't really track with who she is, but anyway.
Yes, yes. Remarkable. That's just stupid. Don't talk such rot. Don't, please. I'm remarkable. Don't try to manipulate me. Sorry, I don't get
screw
it.
the pooch on that, I think. Yes, okay, right.
I wish I could say that. What a dumb joke. No more. You're frightening me. Don't talk such rot.
Okay.
I wish I could
Yes.
say that. What
Fine.
a dumb joke.
Virtuos,
Whatever you
coercion,
want.
and
Don't
low on
try
admire.
to
Okay,
manipulate
right.
me. Don't talk such... Yes, yes. Really? Interesting. Sorry, I don't get it. What a great story. I accept. I have no choice. Don't... That's just not...
Quite what I wanted, but anyway.
Don't, please. I'm sorry. Remarkable. That's just not fun. Don't waste your flattery on me.
Okay, we made some
That
progress there
works for
eventually.
me.
As much as I was hoping, but still.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's
Let's
something to
buff that haggle a little bit more. And see how we do. Nice. That'll do for me.
An excellent bargain.
Okay. Ticking along.
A fine transaction.
Tick, tick, tick.
Drive a hard bark. That's a fair deal. A good price for... That seems a fair price.
Alright, anything here to get rid of? Feel like dealing with right now. Okay. Where I got a quill from, but apparently picked up a load of crap that I don't need to be carrying. And I think that's productive. So apparently carrying 400 pounds of weight, allegedly, there. Need to do a whole load of crafting, but I'll do that
Thank
later.
you for your business.
Catch you later, MB. Have a good night.
Be seeing you.
And we can move. Feel more like Kel should have a more pompous voice than he does. Yeah, it does feel like he should have a different voice. Bookshop. Human Lodge. Shading Hall, Shading Hall. Always was the prettiest place around. Okay, a decent picture of the church, yes. We might even try. Purple buildings are a little odd. That's a remaster conceit, isn't it? Or purple paint on the wood, rather. Maybe things are different in Tabriel, but... Ooh. Purple is an extremely rare dye. Medieval periods, so it tended to be associated with kings.
Hi there.
Hello.
Not the person I'm looking for. Gilbert Germain. So, Tallbearer resident of Shading Hall has invited Gilbert Germain in town, finds Gilbert and uncovers his relation to Reynald. Okay.
Is there something I can do for you?
In rumors?
Vera Romalin is sure proud of the Newlands Lodge. I think she's especially happy that the Red Queen drinks there.
Who?
All right.
So we can improve his disposition. Likes a joke. Boasting. Okay.
I wish I could say that. Is that so? Oh, that's... Don't talk such rot. Really? Interesting. I like that a lot. Don't waste your flat. That's just talk. What nonsense. What a great story. Is that so? Oh, that's great. That's
bad.
really too much. I like that a lot.
crap.
Don't waste your... Really? You're wasting your breath.
Scoot that up a little bit.
That's great. How's it go again? What I wish I could say that. You can't scare me.
Lovely.
Is that so? That's great. How's it go again? Don't talk. What a great
Oh,
story.
well.
All right, I get it.
Good. Tell me of Reynald Germain.
He's alive? I was told that my mother and brother never survived. This is amazing. I'll need to go see him at once. You'll have to excuse me. I'd better leave right away. But please, come and see us in Coral. It would be wonderful for us both to be able to thank you for helping us find each other again.
He's got a good hammer, hasn't he? So
This reunion will be the happiest day of my life.
why do I fear it will not be?
Welcome to the Newlands Lodge, the best place to drink in Shadenhall, not counting the chapel. I'm Devera Ramallen. This is a dark elf bar. Cursing, spitting, and screaming, no problem. Fighting is fine with me too, only the guard objects, and they'll fine you or lock you up. Not my call.
Yeah, a strange lady. Shadenhall?
Here you have your chapel-going Imperials and your chapel-dodging Dark Elves, and never shall the twain meet. The Imperials have the gold, houses, and top spots. Dark Elves like me left Morrowind and the whole priest-ridden tribunal nightmare. And we take the whole patriotic Imperial mission attitude with a dose of salt.
Fair enough.
Everyone's saying there's trouble in Kvatch. The whole town destroyed. Only a few survivors.
Pretty much, yeah.
Take care.
Took me longer to work speech out than it took you to pick your first lock. Very hard lock. Yeah, it's not exactly the most obvious system ever. I remember it took me a while. It took me a while in the original version of the game, but it came back to me quite quickly here.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I hear all of Skyrim is under.
The Red Queen's character mentioned rooms around town, not in the game. Interesting.
The March Rider sells and repairs weapons and armor. Can I help you? I'm Tertia Viducia. For you, of course.
So, not into being admired, likes a joke, okay with coercion, doesn't like boasting. Okay.
You've got a point. I like that a lot. You're full of it. That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
Right,
I'm not buying that one. You're pathetic. That's enough.
looks okay.
I won't fight you. I like that a lot.
It's not quite what I wanted to do.
That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Don't be silly. You're a big... That's enough.
So,
That's really funny. You're a big fat... You've got a... That's a bit excessive, don't you
no,
think?
that did not go particularly well either.
Oh, that's... I can't argue with that. I doubt you, Rip. Don't make me laugh. Wait, how's it go again? Blah, 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 what a bore. I can't argue. Don't be silly.
It didn't want to work properly there, but I managed to make it work to my advantage in the end.
I won't fight you. I'm not buying that one. Where did you get? You're a big fat liar.
Cool. Okay.
You're full of it. I like that. You win this one. Don't be silly.
That
You've got a
works.
point. Don't be silly.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Went all right. Making a bit of progress slowly.
I can't argue with that. Oh, you're a big fan. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? That's not bad.
So, tell you about
Did you know
Xion.
you have the finest horses in Cyrodil?
Yes, I do.
I hope
Well, some of
Bethesda
them.
is taking care of herself.
So, what
Armor,
has she...
weapons, I have it all.
Don't think there's anything I
May I
can
help
sell to her. Not really right now. That I haven't already cleared out. Anyway. What's she got? Anything good? Captain Cordan Saber. Ooh. That's pretty cool.
Another satisfied customer. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
$5,000 now. It's a lot for that. It's 25 versus what's my current weapon looking like? 15. Oh, 12 rather. So it's actually doing less direct damage, but it has blade, agility, and endurance and strikes in there. Not quite worth it, I don't think. No cool weapon, armor or anything? No. Surprising selection of other bits and pieces, though. Oh, well. After all that, well,
If it's broken, I can fix it.
let's get a quick repair job on the go. Nice.
Farewell.
There's the door. No idea where it's so continuous, but apparently the photo statue limit there. Looks awesome. I did read about that, actually. It is Lemmy's hometown, from what I understand. So, yeah, definitely cool. Right, this is the way I want to go. I want to find the Mages Guild first, really. That's the Fighters Guild.
Well met.
Alright. You got a name? What's do with you?
What are you? Time is it?
Oh, he's drunk. Okay. None right. Guessing this is somebody's house as opposed to the guild. I have a feeling this is the place I can buy it, actually. Sun's on the wrong side. Sun is weirdly, yeah, kind of westering, I suppose, isn't it? Wouldn't be so bad in the morning. A very abandoned looking place. By the way, for those playing on PC, if you are curious what mods I'm using, Or things like hiding the HUD. They are in the description. Aye, somewhere in the middle, innit? Ding dong. Well, I've done a lap and I have not yet found the Mage's Guild. Oh wait, there it is. I thought that was the back of the Fighters Guild. It is not. One of the abandoned places for sale. From what I understand, the place that doesn't look abandoned is for sale, which is definitely better.
What's new with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. Oh, I can't stand those things.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
So long.
Take care.
I hope I can help.
Owen. Good no?
To be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Shadenhall Guildhall. We lack leadership, and individually, we aren't very skilled.
Mage's Guild.
Only mages who have gotten recommendations from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University.
Gives you a big old trek.
Policy, I think.
What did it take to get a recommendation?
That's Falcar's responsibility.
Okay. So, I can persuade her, or I should recharge my weapon, which I'm not going to go for. Ilionway.
I'm Islandway. I'm only a
Close.
conjurer, but
Islandway.
Warrentour is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful?
Sure.
Perhaps it seems silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orentur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way.
Where is he then? Because he seems conspicuous by his absence.
Orentur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough.
You're his partner or his dog? The way you're singing his praises a bit too much there.
That would be Falcar's responsibility. Good luck.
Yeah, she was a very wrinkly old elf.
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it. Only quality goods for sale.
Ooh, that's nice. It's not great. An expert retort. I don't think I have one of those either. I think I've got... I've got an expert calcinator. Novice alembic and retort and water pestle I've just bought. You got our expert retorts, so cool. No strong potion of healing, though. Oh, that's something anyway.
I appreciate your business. Farewell.
Right, Falcar. Be confused with the dragon. Ooh, Deetsan.
I'm Deetsan, magician, Mages Guild, that is. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here.
Very enthusiastic.
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it.
They've done an amazing job on the Arganians in this game, I've got to say. Like, they look fantastic. Pity the stats are just not really that great.
I'm afraid you'll have to... Necromancy may be...
She can just train me. She can't sell me anything. Okay. Trayvon the Red Guard.
Trayvon, the Red Guard. Mages Guild Evoker. Surprised? Yes, you don't see many Red Guards in the Mages Guild. We don't much like spellcasters in Hammerfell. Wizards steal souls and tamper with minds. If you use magic, you're weak or wicked. My family didn't approve of my vocation, so I had to come to Cyrodil for my education.
Interesting.
I admit, I still have strong prejudices against necromancy, summoning, and illusion. Profaning the remains or souls of the dead is just wrong, and I'm uneasy about tampering with others' minds and trafficking with Daedra.
Well, that seems like a generally solid position.
My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement.
Tell me about Daedra
Daedra cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Daedra in the temple. The Azura Shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him.
That's the map marker. Yeah, a bit more variety in the Kashyyyk. I haven't actually looked at them, but I think you can do a reasonable amount.
If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Aberration at the Arcane University. You'll have to get one from Archmage Traven. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Have you got anything worth having? No. You haven't.
Be seeing you.
So where's this, enter... Falcar fella, that's what I want, mate. You shouldn't be in the basement, because it's the only place I haven't checked yet.
I'm Magician Orantor of the Mages Guild. I divide my time between the Cheydinhall Guild and my own private studies at Willowbank. I'm very fond of Cheydinhall. It's where
Oh, it's that guy.
I love Islandry. Our lives are quite long, and choosing the right partner is very important. Trayvon has the best shield spell outside of the Arcane University. If you can cast it, it's You'll need to see half of the council.
What's he got for sale? Light and low. Don't mind if I do. Pack wheel. I haven't got enough magicka for it, but I'll learn it anyway. Open hard lock. Same thing. Aegis shield 50%.
Tell your friends about me. You too.
I hope I can help. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Frankly, seems he's got a better shield spell. Something I would consider doing, like throwing a shield spell on there and doing like a claymore build or something like that with light armor. You just chuck the shield spell on top when you need it.
Well met.
Did you hear that someone played yet another prank on Jean Frazorek and Bruma? I don't know how she keeps falling for these things.
Yeah, about that. Magic. Anyway, light and load I can cast. Pack mule I cannot, I believe. That's correct, right. I have to stay as is for now, I think. Can't do that yet either, okay. That's something I'd like to see for TES 6 when it happens. Bunch of notifications, that's cool. Yeah. Reworking of racial differences to make them a bit more interesting and unique. Just lift the level a little bit, but particularly make Argonians like worth playing. Which they've never really managed to do yet. I mean, improving the look of them sure doesn't hurt, but still. Also like the idea of playing it. I mean, I would like to play a spellcaster in this, except for the fact you only have one spell equipped at a time, which is kind of as annoying. The spell crafting thing is pretty cool. Actually. Haven't really explored it yet. Where did that Falcar fella go? He was standing here, didn't he?
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
Duh. Tell me about the Arcane University.
Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traven has done right. By all means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection.
A bit of price, isn't he?
I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhal Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. The guild is still powerful in Cyrodil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it. Perhaps killed it. We shall see.
Rumors?
It sounds like there are an awful lot of problems at the Bruma Guildhall. Jean does a poor job of running that place.
Apparently so.
Take your time.
Right. Mixed reached maximum disposition, and it's already very high. Okay, I'll take that. See if I can't get a recommendation out
Don't
of
waste
there.
my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
There you go.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
Ring of burden.
It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you.
So he's trying to get me to jump down a well with concrete and try and climb out in concrete shoes, is he? That seems to be the vibe I'm getting here. You're not Dietzen. She was the Gonian, if I remember correctly. She's not here either. There she is.
I hope I can help.
I did see somebody complaining recently about the conversation light. I was like, huh? What? It's a weird thing to complain about. It's a great addition.
Talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed.
Sounds about
He
right.
gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection.
I thought as much.
I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
What I need
Bye.
is a rope. Some people try to complain. Yeah.
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Like to complain and are weird. One of these things I can't really criticize too much. Yeah, maybe we can. Okay. Sploosh. A minute. Vidkun, down the bottom of the well, with a very heavy ring of burden. Oh yeah, looks like he grabbed it and drowned down there. Stores always have incredible items to barter with the merchant, master of mercantile. Magique.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate.
It really wasn't gone that long. Ring a bell.
Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
Vidkun?
He's dead?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it. I just knew something like this had happened. Falkar must have known, and yet he said nothing. How could he allow this to happen?
It's the magic, I think. It's got a burden spell on it.
I'm sorry that you had to be a part of all of this.
So about my recommendation?
I admit it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well, I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
Intrigue, huh?
It's such a shame. Take care.
I thought for I know she said take care, but for a second there I really thought she was calling me a dickhead.
A pleasure to... Let's do business. Tell me more.
Oh, her disposition's already maxed, so...
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Can't bump things to 65. Worth nothing. Fine, have it then.
back and see me again. Goodbye.
So down and down and down we go. Living quarters are down here. Yeah. I'm sliding down my chair again. Ooh. A moment. Oh, wakey wakey. Thank you. Yes. Checking up on the cat. Given her injuries and such. Oh, injury. Black soul gem, huh? 2 more point. Not complaining. No evidence of recommendation, but I found black soul gems. I should take them to Dietsan immediately. Suggests she's been engaging in a little light murder. Possibly using the associates who he sent to a watery grave. Dietsan.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
Nice.
You too.
So who wants to take a bet that I'm going to get jumped by Falcar at some point? 7 PM. So... I mean, they're very useful black soul gems, but don't really speak well to the character of the person with them. Ooh, excuse me.
Good to see you.
Okay, I think here's the guy I need. Oh, Timbar.
Fighters Guild Guardian. Maybe you saw me in the arena a couple years ago. I was a contender. I got out while I still had the original set of legs, arms, and eyes. Fighters Guild is a perfect place for me now. Naspia Cosma is really skilled with her blade. It's a shame she doesn't compete in the arena. I worked the arena in the Imperial City for a while. Got up to Gladiator, then took a powder. A guy could get hurt, you know. Farewell.
Big suede shoes, huh? Not to be stepped upon. You're following me around like I'm trying to pinch anything cool that isn't nailed down.
You're looking for work, meat? Maybe you want a contract?
He has a very large mouth. Tell me about
This
Shedenholm.
guild is going to hell in a hog cart. Look at what they give me. Keld of the Isles, Odin Bar, both guardian rank. Pfft, useless.
Rumors?
That Gruyan Garana is really full of herself. She'll talk your ear off if you let her.
Contract?
I suppose I've got something for you. We need a weapons shipment delivered to Desolate Mine. That's your job.
Advancement.
You will advance through the ranks of the Fighters Guild when you have proven your merit. As you complete contracts and fulfill your duties, you'll be promoted to the next station, accepting the associated duties and responsibilities. Be aware, though, that your rank can be
that's
stripped
cool.
for failure to
I
uphold
do
the
need to do
tenets of the
the.
guild, or at the sole discretion of the guild master.
I do need to dive into the arena at some point, really.
Move your ass, boot.
Move your ass boot. Okay. I don't have an ass boot. How about a foot boot? Can I move that instead? So what we got? Rickety Mine, Cairn, Desolate Mine. Okay, I can probably do that. Yeah, that works for me. That's one of the things I was going to check, wasn't I? Security was probably a bad call there. Oh well. In hindsight, speech cop was probably unnecessary, really, too. We live and we learn. Didn't take Mercantile. Acrobatics at 23. I'm not quite to dodge. Pressed by left click and space while moving. Jesus, those are not exactly the controls I'd want, but okay. I might have to see if I can't change that. Can I change that? Doesn't look good, does it? No. Maybe I need to do some bunny hopping.
Look at the muscles on you.
Ugash Muggle. There's hint of a path around here somewhere, wasn't there? There we go. That's for the Thorn Hodge, huh? Interesting. Why did I know it was not going to be quite so easy? Goblin Berserker with a Dwarven mace, huh? That's definitely a goblin face. Into the mine we go. How are we doing? 10 to 11. Cool. Good.
Good that you made it. You should talk to Rihanna.
Is she the one under the umbrella?
You must be the reinforcement from the guild.
I think there's a joke in there
I
somewhere.
hope you brought weapons for us.
Goblins?
Horrible creatures. And they've made this mine too dangerous for the workers. We're going to have to get rid of them.
Rumors?
Well, it's no problem traveling from the Imperial City to Leywin. If you're a wizard and can walk on water. I'd stay off the roads, though.
Interesting. Weapon shipment?
You've made it, and just in time. We've got trouble with goblins here. I'll take the bow. You give the weapons to my other two men.
Okay.
Get the weapons to... Goodbye.
Ah, you've got the weapons. Let's talk about that weapons shipment you brought.
Goblins?
Filthy animals. Some of my kinsmen are partial to them, but I find them reprehensible.
Altmer, I think, isn't he? I think he is. Rumors?
Try combining aloe vera leaves with some venison. It's said to have some restorative properties.
Aloe vera.
Excellent! I long to sink a blade into some goblin flesh.
You seem like a bit crazy.
A blade? Fantastic! Let us take the fight to these vile creatures.
So you stick a warhammer to the left side of the face. Well, why would fighters come here without weapons? Good question.
I'm waiting.
You're the one with the weapons shipment, right? Only good goblin is a dead goblin. I like dead goblins. There's islands in Nibbin Bay no one has visited in 100 years. No telling what you'll find. Good. I need a weapon. I'm looking forward to bashing some skulls in.
Your lips clipping through your...
A hammer. Excellent.
Helmet.
Good for bashing in puny goblin skulls.
Puny goblin.
I'm good. I've got this hammer. Okay.
Give those weapons to the men. You too.
All right. But first... There we go. A bit of a hash of that, but
That the best you can do?
on your side, he says, getting in my way. Can't see very much down here, it's a bit dingy.
Don't feel bad. No one lives forever. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Tired?
More fearsome than you. Is that the best you can do? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Interesting. The help is, interestingly, not that helpful. Gold lane's empty. Right, okay. On we go. One last goblin. Some of these guys can hold off a bunch of goblins long enough for me to loot. Ah, I see, we're back at the start here. Not look like it went well for them. It is clear, okay. Don't see any sign of dead, Fighters Guild folks. There's no live ones neither, mind you. They may have gone down this corridor though. Yeah, that must be the way. They just teleported the hell out of here when I was done, because there don't seem to be any corpses or any evidence of the rest of the fighters. Weird. That way, I think. Yes. No. Another victory achieved. I'll return to the Fighters Guild. Thought would be a sensible place to round things out. Quite mean to wedge my horse quite in the corner like that, but hey.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Right, let's sell some of what I can get rid of.
How may I help you? That's a good deal.
Good. And
Tell your
probably
friends
everything I
about
need to sell, I think.
Bye. A pleasure to... Let's see what we've got here.
Jesus, that's some expensive repairs under the circumstances.
Farewell.
Yeah, this corridor can be a bit of a pain. It's all good though. All the darkness is a challenge. That's one thing they need to include in TES 6 when it comes out as well. Wearable lanterns. Like the modded ones. I know, nicked ideas from modders and all, but... You know. Needs must, right? Fighters Guild Porter is very, very annoying. Ah, Buzz!
Haven't you taken care of that weapons shipment yet? Those weapons won't deliver themselves.
Done it.
Well, you got the weapons there, but there were casualties after. Do better in the future or don't come to me for work. Here's your reward.
They may have died. I feel like what I should have done is gone down there, cleaned the place out, and then given them their weapons, but, well, lessons will be learned there.
Cyrodil can teach you about acrobatics for a price. Of course, she'd rather be training her dogs. You've done well so far. I hereby promote you to apprentice. Good luck.
Any contracts?
Nothing now, not at your rank. Go see Azan in Anvil. Maybe he's got something.
Need to go to Anvil before I can continue any Fighters Guild stuff. Okay. I think that covers everything I've got here for now. Apart from the fact they're separated at birth, so a bit late. We could can't do that. The door's locked since people player has the key. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well, whatevs. Let's bounce over to Coral and wrap this quest up, shall we? Green old Jermaine maybe at home. I mean, he could be anywhere else. What time of day is it? 6 PM. He could be anywhere else. So a quick loop around town, see if we can't see him. Doesn't appear to be here. He might be in the tavern though. I have seen him in the tavern before. There we go. They have been reunited. After they speak, I should speak to Gilbert, who seems more level-headed.
What? Oh, damn, not this again. Wake up.
About that.
Wake up.
Take care.
You're not dreaming,
Leave me
Reynold.
alone.
It's me, your brother, Gilbert. That can't be. I don't have a brother. I mean, I never knew my real family. Who did you say you were again?
He drinks a lot,
I am
that
your
fella.
twin brother. When we were very small, our farm was attacked by ogres. Our father and I escaped. We thought you and Mother had both been killed, if we had only known. All I know is that traveling merchants found me in the wilderness by the body of my mother. I was raised by the monks at Waynon Priory. My brother, it is wonderful to see you again. We will have much to talk about in the next days.
Very confusing. He was raised at Waynon Priory, was he?
Me with Reynold. I never would have guessed he was still alive. We have much to discuss, but
They
if you
never
have
met,
time,
but
I'd
thought they
beg you
lived in
to
the same
stay a
town.
moment longer and hear about our home, Weatherly.
Talking about Reynold.
He's Reynold. I'm Gilbert.
We must...
In the west, in Old Colovia, that's where men are men. That's the Gold Coast, West Weald, and Colovian Highlands.
As opposed to what? Space aliens? Weatherly.
Weatherly was our family's home for generations. Our parents fled it when ogres attacked. They became separated. My father carried me to safety. He later returned and believed Reynold and my mother had perished. Since ogres are cannibals, he didn't expect to find their bodies. Thankfully, however, it seems that my mother managed to carry Reynold.
Voices were being a bit weird there.
While my mother didn't survive, Reynold did. And for that, I'm grateful. But we both want more. We want our home back. We're not fighters. You appear to have more skill than either of us. Would you go to Weatherly and see if it's still inhabited by ogres?
I'll help you reclaim it.
Thank you. Now, we're not quite sure where the estate is located. We'll offer up what we know, however. We believe it's somewhere south of Coral, but north of Fort Kamala. It may be difficult to find. Since no one's lived there for many years, it may be quite overgrown by now. If you find it, let us know. We'll be waiting anxiously. I wish my father had given me a better description of its location, but for some reason all he told me was south of Coral, north of Fort Kamala.
Okay.
Be careful. I don't know what dangers may lurk in the Great Forest.
Might be one for next time. We're men and sheep are scared. Yeah, exactly. So what do you say? Let's go around town, see if anyone can help. Yeah, maybe. I don't know who the hell might have any information around it. Maybe the Arganian shopkeepers in here, as they travel to the south on occasion. Nothing good in trade, that's the one. Yes,
Well met.
Weatherly.
Yes, I've heard of the place, but I'm not sure where it is. I think your best bet would be to speak to Sabine Law at the Fighters Guild. She's explored the backcountry outside of Coral quite a bit. Take care.
Thank you, Sydney.
Hi.
I see. So long.
Good to see you.
Good day.
Fighters Guild.
I'm never too busy.
Well, hello
Sabine.
there. Sabine Law, Guildsmith. Really happy to meet you. So, what can I do for you?
I have a lot of questions.
You
Carl?
can pay for a bed at the Grey Mare or the Oak Enclosure, but if you get a bed for free at a guild, why would you pay for one?
Privacy was the only reason I could think of, really, but anyway.
It's good to know we've got such a strong Fighters Guild presence here in town.
Weatherly.
Let me see. Oh, yes, I remember. I think it's directly south of Coral. Place was overrun with ogres, though. Nasty brutes. Here, let me show you where it is on your map.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Dendar, for the chapel here in Coral. A lovely...
Now that house looks good for camp. Which house is that? There's a few possibilities. That one, for example, with Fighters Guild. Northern Goods and Trade that we had a look at. Sabine's. Yeah, the Fighters Guild there. There's Northern Goods and Trade over there. It's quite cool. Blossom? Oh, yes. Somebody's stealing my horse. Awfully like some... No, it's not. Okay. So it's all the way down here, south of Hector's. Bloody hell. I think it's somewhere around here. That might be the exact location. Yeah. I mean, a circle would have made more sense, really, wouldn't it? What's Kamala? Oh! Well, I got away with that. Several upgrades from that wolf, so we should forgive his impertinence. I thought I said it was north of Fort Kamala. Seems none of their directions are particularly great. Weatherly, here we go. Definitely a bunch of ogres. Here comes one of them. He's a large boy. Redguard Valley Ogre Rock Smasher, huh? Cool. All right. Found Weatherly south of Coral. Overrun the ogres. Report this information to Gilbert. Or maybe I could just kill the ogres and report that I've already done that. Ugh. Trying very hard not to sneeze there. I think there might be a rhythm to this. Ogres have been defeated. Who'd have thunk ogres had a broom? Places definitely look better. It's mostly still standing, so could be worse. Sounds ominous, no? I left my horse up here somewhere, didn't I? There it is. $500 or so down, or 500 paces, which is really not that far. The distances in this game are really quite weird. Thinking too much about the numbers is not really going to help you very much, I don't think. Shrine to Bella, nice. Adds to my options at churches. Outside of Wayne Priory.
How do you do?
Well met.
Lots of dogs in this town. Lots of sheep, too.
Would be a preference there, buddy? Dogs or sheep? Don't know which.
Is it safe for us to return to Weatherly yet?
Eggs are gone, it's
Wonderful.
safe.
Weatherly is ours. Are you ready to take us there now?
Excuse me, what?
Right.
Okay. For the love of...
By what right do you disturb me?
Have you heard about Kvach? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
It can't be.
Without question.
Go away, fool.
Oh, sorry to bother you.
Oh dear.
here to relieve you. Good. I'm hungry.
That's cool.
What is it?
How goes it?
Hello.
White Horse, talk. Pretty sure it's not a name. So where are the brothers Jermaine? See what happens if I fast travel down there. Hopefully they will spawn in as I arrive. Yep, thought they might. Jermaine Brothers returned safely to Weatherly.
Gilbert should be able to help you with... thanks so much for getting us here safely. I'm afraid we aren't very wealthy, but here is all I can offer you at this time. Please, visit us again soon.
300 gold, that's not so bad.
No one has you are welcome here at long last. It's good to stand at Weatherly again.
Well, there we go. One evening, I think it's about that time. Oh, my shoulder is twisting again. Oh, it was fun. Got a few bits and pieces done and explored some cool places. Got to check out some spooky ruins and slay some goblins and chase a murderous mage out of the Shadenhall Guild Hall. So yeah, it went alright. There's an optional extra part to this. I kind of got the vibe that there was. Just see if I remember that next week, though, won't we? Come back and talk to them later, he said. Which I might be able to do straight away, but we'll see. Either way, yeah. We'll pick this one up again on Monday, because tomorrow the plan is Fallout, as technically today was the start of week 2 of the Big Bloom event, and a whole load of new challenges and stuff, and I believe I got into the 90s on the season. So, yeah, you have to push on with that, which is probably not such a bad thing, because we've got about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe left on it. So we get in there. I'd say 2 weeks probably, yeah. 1, 2, 3 weeks maybe. Yeah. Probably 3 weeks. That's loads of time for me. I'll be surprised if we don't get there this week. So yeah, that's the plan tomorrow. Back into Fallout. No new event challenges. That's interesting. Not such a bad thing though. Means I keep on top of things. Yeah. Anyway, we'll dive into that tomorrow. Thursday, the plan will be pick up Avowed again and, yeah, push on with that. And presumably encounter Cyrodil. I would guess that will be what's going to happen there. At least because we're already way deep into the garden, so we've got to meet Cyrodil and then whatever happens towards the end of the game. So, might be our last session, or we might need 2, not sure. But we'll see how that goes on a Thursday, and if it's not finished Thursday, we'll finish it Friday. If it is finished on Thursday, then back to Atomfall on Friday, that I've been wanting to get back to, so yeah, happy about that. Yeah, that's the plan for this week. Video-wise, videos went up yesterday on the subject of my trip to the Royal Armoury, so if you haven't seen that, do have a gander. That was cool. And yeah, news video on the current situation with the Fallout TV show, which we have had a whole bunch of news in the last 3 or 4 days around the weekend. either side of the weekend. So yeah, if you want to check that video out and you haven't, do have a little look. There's some cool stuff and cool information there. Yeah, and we need to jump into a build, don't I, for the rest of the week, towards the latter part of the week. Got an idea for a cool little camp, so, well, potentially cool. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Let's see how I'm actually going to execute on this, because the general concept is solid, but the actual form it's going to take is a bit more of an open question. I've got an idea, actually. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, anyway. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. We'll jump back into some more fun times hopefully tomorrow. Should be good. So, you guys know where the buttons are if you haven't already. Likes and subs and notification bell and social media links and channel memberships and all the good stuff if you would care to check it out. And yeah, we'll do this all again around about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Should be cool. I shouldn't be rushing for time so much tomorrow because I had a whole lot to do today and I got it done. So, yay! For now, thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves, stay safe. I'll catch you around about the same time tomorrow. Yeah, actually, I got on to the stream around about on time today, didn't I? I didn't think I would for a while there. Even better. Cool. So, until then, see you next time. And night, folks.
Thank you.